What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. It is the 25th day of April. Here we are sitting at about $1.43 with 9 hours and 36 minutes left in the day. Let's do some TA here. Let's get into it. It's looking like XRP is coiling up exactly as foretold, right? We found resistance here, we found resistance here, and in this attempt we were expecting more of a consolidation. I was thinking that we'd be a little bit higher when we consolidate, but whatever, we're doing it here. This could express the desire for the price to move higher, and we very well could see that happen over the coming week. But Bitcoin itself is in kind of a precarious situation, and therefore I think altcoins may be in a precarious situation as well. If Bitcoin tanks, I highly doubt that we see altcoins lift. Now, if Bitcoin moves down a little bit, if it moves down a little bit, like if we're kind of meandering and it's moving down a little bit, altcoins can run in that kind of environment. But if Bitcoin's tanking, altcoins will likely go with it. So while this is, I think, a bullish setup and it looks bullish at the end of the day, I do think that Bitcoin matters most. And I actually want to see here, let's look at XRP to BTC. Let's just see what that looks like. I mean, on a weekly basis, it doesn't look the best, to be fair. On a daily basis, a little bit of a double bottom. Hey, that's not bad, guys. That looks good. That's what you want to see, actually. Now, overall, it's not good. Overall, it's definitely not good. But this could express a little bit of a move up. However, I think it's just a little move up. Where I was expecting that we'd move up to $2, I don't know if I see that happening here. I mean, maybe. If Bitcoin were to move above like 85K, maybe, but I don't know, man. I'm not on that boat. I'm not on that wagon. It might be. It's not that $2 won't happen. I still think that it will happen. I still believe that XRP will see some type of lower high throughout this whole range here, and I wouldn't be surprised in the least if that lower high took us above this trend line. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But maybe from here, what we see is a fake out. We reject back down. We kind of try, and then maybe later we come back up to try. And it's not It's not $2 that we go to. We still get above that trend line, but it's at a later date, so it'll be a lower price. It'll be like $1.70, $1.80, and then we're at prior points of resistance, prior points of support here for current resistance here. That could be what happens. That really could be what happens. I think May might finish out strong, but it'll open up bearish, I think, for a lot of different cryptos, Bitcoin, XRP included. So the game plan might have changed, guys. We might not go above $2. And really, I mean, this $1.85 level, this $1.75 level, it really does look appealing for some points of resistance. It's kind of disappointing. Let's look at the short-term stuff and then we'll see. Okay. The only reason I'm saying that now is because this move, if we were to move up to $2, it should have happened. It should have already happened. It should have happened when Bitcoin was making its move up. Right, here's Bitcoin all of April, right? April 1st, April 2nd, right here, boom, all the way up. That's higher highs than it's seen in months. XRP did not do that. It did not follow suit. You know, I mean, it moved up a little bit, sure, a little bit, but really you've just been consolidating over the past week. You should have, but you didn't. So when you should have done something but you don't, it's a bearish sign. We'll take it as a bearish sign. I think that means we're going to move lower at some point. And whenever I say lower, I still don't believe that we're going below $1 from here. I do think that in time we're going to see prices below $1 for XRP. I just don't believe it's going to be from here. However, we could see, lower lows than this, come back down, maybe form like a double bottom overall, some type of Adam and Eve or something. And then at a later date, we can try again with this downward sloping trend line of resistance that we've been forming since July of 2025, almost a year now. Looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, kind of looks weak here. RSI looks weak. I would think you want to go down. Actually, stochastics look not good, and the MACD it's really unreliable because you're just choppy and sideways, but even the MACD looks weak. The way that you look, you kind of look like you're rounding off like this. It doesn't look good to me. 4 hour time frame here, looking at this. I like the overall structure. That doesn't mean that you can't go lower, right? We still could like consolidate in this kind of phase. And again, perhaps we do break out higher, But this move that we were expecting to break us out to $2, I don't think that that's going to happen. I don't know if it's appropriate to consider that anymore. It might be appropriate to consider a lower high, maybe a slightly higher high, something like that. But I think we're going to have a hard time even getting above $1.70 at this point, personally. Consolidating, you're neutral. You have an overall bullish look on your RSI, but here's the deal. You did have higher lows. Okay, you had some higher lows going in. You had this nice kind of channel upwards. You have broken out of that channel. Now you have these lower lows and lower highs. You see, so that's not good. That's not beneficial. Yes, you're neutral. Yes, you're in an overall bullish environment, but the tides seem to be shifting and not in favor of the bulls. We look at the MACD. You're still bullish overall. Bearish momentum is dying off. It's the weekend. Again, I think you come down a little bit. You probably do come down a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised of two things. That first, we get above this high, but then also we come back down and we see prices below this low sometime in May. And it could be this fast. Maybe it takes longer, whatever. You know, XRP doesn't just dive whenever it moves down. It kind of just moves down methodically, but time will tell. 4-hour time frame, I'm not a fan. Daily time frame, looking at this, I mean, we kind of already went over it. The MACD, you crossed above the zero. You crossed above the zero. You did the thing. You did all the things on the indicators that we were expecting, but the price did not react the way that we were expecting it to. It's kind of reacting the way that we expected it to. I did say that this would happen. The only thing is that thought sounded nice and made sense, and it does make sense. I mean, look what we're doing now. I just didn't consider the fact that Bitcoin might be at the end of its ropes here and like what Bitcoin would be doing. I didn't think that Bitcoin would be up this high. I thought throughout this whole time Bitcoin actually would have made a move down and maybe we come back up or something like that, you know. But we just kept pushing and XRP didn't. Now Bitcoin, I think, is extended and it might go up a little bit higher, and during that little bit of higher might be when XRP goes up. But just a little bit, guys. I'm not expecting the world here. Stochastics look all right. They're kind of odd, but so is the price action. The RSI rejecting the overbought zone is not good. Lower highs rejecting the overbought zone, not good. Yeah. So this is my prediction. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I predict one of two things. One, we'll hold a higher low, and in which case we'll find support around $1.30. Two, we will get a lower low, and in which case we'll find support around the 786 to the 886, 121 to 117. I don't expect that we see a lower low here. If that happens, it'll be a quick fake out lower low if it happens. But I do expect we'll find support somewhere in here, maybe even a little bit lower. That's possible. And we should see some recovery going into May, June, maybe. And we'll see how high we go. We'll see from there. Right now, I'm just confident. I'm pretty confident that we see a slightly higher high. And then we come back down. And in that coming back down, we'll go below this low. I have nothing else to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. The $2 call is looking like it's not going to happen, at least at this point. Now, if it does happen, it'll be a quick move, great, and then it'll methodically come back down. XRP is prone to these kind of quick movements. It can happen, but if it's going to happen, it's going to have to happen pretty soon. It's going to have to happen before Bitcoin dumps off. And I just don't know if I see that happening. Take care. Bye-bye.